So now we're going to take this word that says mask this. And I'm going to show you kind of some interesting things that you can do with type and color and masking and stuff like that. You can mask any type that you want just like you could any other layer. So now I'm actually going to duplicate this. Let's do 4 times. And we're going to change the color on each one. So we're going to start with black, and we're going to work our way backwards as far as darkness. So I'm actually going to start with these blues. And in fact, let's do this for a second here. I'm actually going to delete these second ones, and I'll show you why. We're going to take this blue, and we're going to do a pretty dark blue. Okay? And then I'm going to duplicate that dark blue. We're going to go back in here, and all I'm going to do is adjust my brightness. So we're going to get that to be brighter. Right? And we're going to duplicate that, and we're going to adjust that brightness to make it the brightest as it can. So now what we have is we have different layers of this kind of dark. It's kind of like we made our own kind of gradation with that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use a mask. And we're going to get, let's see. We can start with one of these brushes here. So as I use my brush, you can see I'm letting the kind of the black show through. That's in here. And so you can see the black is showing through, and we get this dark color. Let's go to the lighter color now. And we're going to put a mask on this, and we're going to use a different brush to do this. Let's use this brush. Okay, so I'm going to leave in some of the highlights or some of the lighter color. Let's actually go to one other different brush here. So you can see in some places I want a little bit more of the lightness than others. Okay, great. And now we're going to get our absolutely lighter color. And again, we're going to mask this. And I'm going to take a majority of it off, and I'm just going to bring it back in spots. And speaking of spots, let's use this brush. Okay, so we're just kind of going through and masking it. And what this allows me to do is really create a kind of layered look to the type itself. And we're going to actually do one more just to show you. And we're actually going to color this white. And we're going to go ahead and put a mask on that. And we are going to get a brush all the way at the top. If this will allow me to do it. There we go. Oh yeah, it's a really big brush. Okay, so we're going to actually take the majority of this away. And we're going to bring back in spots here. Right? And then we could do, if we wanted to, we could do some kind of, again, the brush is too big, some kind of drippy things if we wanted to. Right, so you can kind of bring that inside of the text. Okay, and let's say you like that. But you wanted it overall to be distressed as well. Well, that's why grouping is great with this. So now I can group this, put a mask on this all together, and let's actually make this bigger so you can see. Is I could actually now mask out this whole entire thing, and we get... we're starting to get the background to show through. I could do things like this with the text. All right, let's say I wanted that piece to go away. Right, so you could do things like that, which make this kind of really interesting look to it. Okay, so that is masking with type.